hope you can hear me. It's a bit breezy, but I'm here in lovely Shropshire because I've got a few pieces of work to do here. So I thought, what better way to celebrate than by walking up two of the best known hills in this area, the Lawley and Caer Caradoc. So it's quite a nice evening. It's just parked this little car park down the bottom there. Only fits about 4 or 5 cars, so you have to be here early or late. And I'm going to walk up the Lawley and then hopefully onto Caer Caradoc. And weather permitting, there might even be a camp on Caer Caradoc. Now it is a bit breezy, but it is supposed to be dying down later. From about 7-8 o'clock the wind will die down. So here's hoping. It's either died down by the time I get there or I can pick a quiet spot. So right, let's go. Quite a steep climb already, straight from the start. But the Lawley, I mean, it looks like it's literally just like a ridge. Just not a flat top at all, just steep-sided ridge. Now I don't know what that is over there. Some big hill. Could it be the Wrekin maybe? Don't know. This weather station was installed in March 2023 and provides real-time wind and weather data. The Lawley's got a couple of false summits before the main summit, and naturally the last climb is the steepest. The summit of the Lawley is marked with a weather vane topped by a crow, which is quite unusual, but apparently the crow is the emblem of the Corbett family, a prominent local family in the area. Oh my, look at that climb. Looks horrendous. But there, right at the top, is the fort of Caer Caradoc. That's the Lawley done. It was, well, not too bad. The third climb, it was like 3 peaks, and the third climb was definitely the steepest. It was like, felt quite sheer in one place. Interesting summit with that crow weather vane on it. I don't know what that signifies. I'm going to have to look it up and do a voiceover or something. I'm just walking towards Caer Caradoc now. It's just gone 6, so hopefully I might be up on the summit by about 7. Still pretty windy, but I think it might have died down a bit. But saying that, I'm pretty low down at the moment, so we'll just see what it is. Just have to make a plan B. If not, I've got a head torch. Be fine. Even if I had to go back onto the lower slopes of the Lawley or Caer Caradoc, or even back to the car, there'll be options. But it does look quite a steep climb, so I'll be puffing and panting and sweating again very shortly. I've just seen somebody else walking up there. When I zoomed in, they looked like they had a really big backpack. So I'm just hoping that I'm not going to get up there and it'll be already taken where I want to pitch. And there'll be people up there and there won't be any room. I just really hope. But here we go. Just about to start the climb anyway. Here it is. Start up a really steep climb. Stunning views, absolutely stunning. Approaching the top now. What am I going to find? Is it going to be busy? it is, all pitched up. Caer Caradoc wild camp. This seems a busy little spot, Caer Caradoc. There was a couple just found a pitch when I was coming up to the ramparts, and I just spotted another pitch and got to it at the same time as these two lads, and they very kindly let me have it, and they've pitched a bit further down, so that actually makes me feel a bit better knowing there's other mad souls around that's going to be camped up here tonight. But I'm pitched now in a nice sheltered spot. Wind's died down a lot now actually, which it did say it was going to. I'm going to enjoy the sunset and then get some tea on the go. And also we have some cider, which will go down very, very nicely. Now I have got my wrap neutrino tonight because I do get cold when it's camping, and it's not actually a heat wave, although it's nice, so it's not going to be cold, but knowing me, I'll still be cold. Get the kettle on for tea. What have we got tonight? I shall show you. We have Tuscan stew. So what that's like. Sounds quite tasty actually. What's it got in it? A mellow feel-good stew straight from the Italian kitchen. Lovely. Leave that 15 minutes and we've got a meal. Looks interesting. Sure to be lovely. I must say that is one of the better meals I've had. It is quite nice, quite tasty. I did go up and have a look at the sunset, but there wasn't really one. The sun just disappeared behind a bank of cloud. Maybe there'll be some pretty colours in a bit. Don't know. Still quite windy up on the top there. Although I'm only just a little bit down from there. It's amazing how sheltered this spot is. It's obviously one of the ramparts, one of the ditches and the ramparts of the old hill fort. Is this going to be one of those places where if you sleep on the summit, you're either going to wake up a poet or mad? To be honest, if I wake up mad, who's going to know the difference? Apparently this is where Caradoc made his last stand, the Celtic chieftain against the Romans. It was here that he fought his last battle and was unfortunately defeated. I don't know if it's true or not, but definitely there was a fort here at one time, so presumably it saw its share of battles, whoever fought. But if it wasn't Caradoc, it was probably somebody else. Cheers! Ah, that's good stuff. Even the train thinks so. It's a little windy here, but not anything like it is on the top, and it is supposed to be dying down. Well, from about now onwards really. Throughout the night the wind is supposed to just get quite calm, which is a good thing. Like I say, it's quite sheltered down here. It's blown the tent a bit. I've pitched with the door away from the wind, so hopefully it will be good. As I did bring the rab now, it's dropped decidedly chilly. But I think I'll be okay. Oh, what lovely views. This might be the highest wild camp I've ever done. So far. I mean, I did sleep on Shining Tor with Rachel, but I'm not sure if this is high. I'll have to have a look. Be interesting to know actually. Certainly a good place to camp. There are plenty of places to get a bit of shelter. Well, a few places to get a bit of shelter. No wonder it's popular. It actually feels quite nice having people around for a change. I mean, they're not right near. I can't see them from here or hear them, but it's just feels nice. I pitched up early because of that, because there were other people pitching as well. And to just feel a bit more, I don't know, safety in numbers I suppose, but what it feels unsafe up here. Just sheep. Lots of sheep poo. Yeah. Good night. I'm glad I came. Just made another cuppa, so I'm going to have that and then get my head down. Oh, and I've also found a bit of chocolate I forgot I had, so that's going to go down very nicely. It's dark now. There's a lovely moon outside, another full moon, which was last time I camped actually. This one looks yellowish, the last one was red. So yeah, I'm just gonna get my head down, I think, after this coffee, because it's gone 10 o'clock and I'm quite tired. And hopefully I'll get a good night's sleep and the wind will die down. So night night all. Morning. Look at that sky. Oh, it looks very delightful. I think sunset was behind me, so sunrise might be over there. Let's go and have a look. Sun's not up yet. Another quarter of an hour apparently. Well, I was hoping for some bilberries for porridge, but there are none. I found that in the peaks as well. There's just no bilberries. I could only think it must have been all that weeks where we had no rain. They just didn't grow. What a shame. It's gutting really. But first, the most important part of the morning, coffee. Morning guys, just saw the most incredible sunrise. Enjoyed at its best of a cup of coffee. So I'm just going to slowly get my stuff together, get packed away, finish my walk along the Lawley, back to the car. You never do sleep, do you, properly on a wild camp? Still I've got about 3 or 4 hours, which isn't bad I suppose. Kind of wake up with a jolt, thinking it's morning, it's not. I don't think anything specifically wakes me. There is somebody else up here for the sunrise. Don't think he slept here though. So yeah, that's it. Successful Caer Caradoc Wild Camp. It's not the highest place I camp, by the way I had a look. I forgot about Brownclea Hill, which is higher, but Shining Tor is still 100 metres higher than this. It's also higher than Brownclea, so Shining Tor remains my highest wild camp to date. Have some porridge for a change. Shame about the bilberries though. I was warm enough in the rab, in fact, almost too warm, but then I did leave my fleece on. So, and I tell you what, that sheep poo gets absolutely everywhere. These little holes in this mat, perfect for storing sheep poo apparently. But just about packed up now, and then I'm gonna head off. I know I keep on banging about on this, but I think it really needs to be said. There's where I pitched. No trace has been left. Got my rubbish in my side pockets. It's just, there's been problems lately with a lot of fly campers leaving tents and other rubbish, especially in the lakes and the peaks, so it's just not on. I mean, I know everybody who watches my videos is the proper type of camper, so I don't know how to get the message out, but please people, just leave it as you find it. Don't leave any rubbish, don't leave a trace, don't have fires, don't do any damage, just enjoy. Not a bad view from here. Apparently there's a cave further down there, but it looks quite steep, so I'm not sure I'll venture to find it. Okay, I couldn't pass up the chance of seeing the cave. So here it is. Caradoc's hiding place, apparently, after he was defeated by the Roman army. And apparently the treasures of Britain, including a sacred cauldron, were hidden here. Not a lot of room to hide them, unless they were like there's a secret trapdoor or something, maybe. There we are. Anytime I ever look tall, going to be quite a steep descent, so I'll just be picking my way down here like usual. Difficult to look at the view because you really need to watch your step. Bye Caer Caradoc, you were great. I tell you what, these Shropshire hills, they may be quite mini in comparison to a lot of hills, say in Wales and the Lake District, but you know, they do pack a punch, do give you some quite steep climbs. Just goes to show, adventures don't need to cost a lot. I mean, it's what, about 2.25 hours from home, this, so just the fuel really, a few pennies for coffee and maybe a breakfast, and that's it. That's all it costs, and you don't even have to buy the coffee and breakfast, of course, you can bring your own. So it is possible to have a grand adventure on a budget and walk somewhere I've never walked before. Really enjoyed that camp, it's really good. I was lucky with the weather, got a lovely sunrise, not much of a sunset, but the sunrise made up for it. And yeah, like I said, I didn't sleep that well, but that wasn't the fault of the camp. It wasn't even particularly windy. It died down quite a bit in the night. It was a nice shelter spot anyway. So I found an easier way down. A bit easier on the knees. I'm just walking back to the car now. But I've got to go back to the bottom of Caer Caradoc and then walk along to the Lawley. But I'm not going up and over the Lawley again. There's a path along the side which I'll take. So hopefully not too long. Just walking around the edge now. Now this path isn't actually a right of way on the map, but I'm hoping it joins up with the bit that is the right of way. Does show going through a field boundary, so hope there's a way through, but it's a pretty good path, so I don't see why it'd be marked on the map as a trail and be in such good nick and have boot prints along it if you couldn't get through. Phew, it's a gate. And after that we'll be back on the right of way. All going good. Fair enough. Oh, it's a permissive path, look. That's all right. Feel like I'm a sheep herder here. You're a big fella. Lot of ball there. With your babies. You're a family man. I'm now walking around the base of the Lawley. That big lump of a hill up there, which I walked over yesterday. That was quite steep as well. Walk of 3/3, I suppose you could say. The last third up to the summit being the steepest. But this path should just give me a nice, easy stroll back to the car, which I hope is going to be okay. So I left it in that lay-by. And yep, a lovely, lovely morning. Really pleasant. Makes you feel glad to be alive and out on a micro adventure. Is it me, or does it feel like autumn's coming in early this year? I mean, it's only really the beginning of August. Well, I suppose it's the 10th of August. Not quite the beginning, but we're not halfway through August. Already things feel like they're on the turn. Unless it's just a lack of water we've had, forcing it in early. I don't know, but it feels like summer's rushing by. We've already seen the nights drawing in, and I don't like it. I just wish the summer could stay all year round. But I suppose we've got to have the winter to appreciate the summer. Otherwise we'd just take it all for granted and moan about it being too hot and dry, no doubt. It's quite a long path. It's easy walking though, so I can't complain. I think I'm more than halfway along it now. But then I suppose the lawn is quite long, isn't it? Long and thin and narrow. Blackberries. Second breakfast coming right up. And back at the car. This is a handy little lay-by. It only takes about 4 or 5 cars, maybe 6. There's a couple of spaces at the road there. So you will need to come early, or in the evening like I say. But yeah, it's been a great camp. And luckily the car seems fine. Right, that's me done. It's been a cracking little micro adventure and a great wild camp, and I think it's been one of my most favourite wild camps so far, for that incredible view and the great sunrise. So I'm off to find a coffee from somewhere now, and hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you all very soon on another adventure.